Good. I want to thank everyone for coming out today for this important announcement in Siena Heights athletics history. I first want to start out by saying a huge thank you to our head cheer and dance and stunt coach Liz Teague and her staff that's here today, as well as those that are not. They have done an amazing job growing our program and raising the bar as we continue to compete at this level. I also want to say a special thank you to Liz's assistant Nicole Miller, who specialized as an assistant within our dance program. Through their hard work, we have reached a necessary point to hire a separate dance coach. Our coach is no stranger to Siena Heights, as she is a graduate of Siena and also one of the earlier dance teams that won a regional championship. She also spent some time in our admissions department for us as well. When we started our search for this position, we knew we had an all-star within our own Saints family. I don't think you can find anyone with more passion for coaching and teaching dance and someone that loves Siena Heights more than you can find our next dance coach. Please help me welcome Nicci Brown as our newest head dance coach for this position. Thank you.
Hello. I want to start by letting you all know that I took the liberty of taking all your questions and choreographing it into an interpretive dance.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I am so honored and delighted to be here, and I'm really excited. Again, I was, I want to say I was born here because I really did start a new life when I became a student here, and just coming back full circle, I don't think that there's anything that I could do better. It's definitely the perfect next purpose in my career moving forward, and I understand you guys have some questions for me, so I don't want to talk too much because they might be within those questions.
Awesome, I'll get us started. Nicci, how excited are you to be coming back to Siena Heights? What does it mean to you to be able to coach at Siena?
Well, first of all, I don't think I ever left. I tried to weasel my way in a lot when Coach Angie was here and tried to volunteer and do a lot of choreography for them. And then I was here in admissions, so I got to work with athletic in that role. But then I did step away for a while, and again, I found my way back. I think being back here, I was trying to reflect on this, and I thought it was my inaugural season. Again, I was one of the first dancers in 2012. I thought that was when the epiphany hit me that this is what I wanted to do, but it wasn't that year. It was actually my second year when I took on a lot more of the hands-on role of coaching. I was helping a lot. I was older than everyone on the team. Please don't ask me how old I was. But I did a lot more with the team, with the choreography, with the planning, character building, mentoring. I think that's when my relationship with the other coaches developed the strongest. So I think it was kind of that year where I said, if I ever had a dream job, it would be coaching at Siena. And then I waited patiently for Coach Angie to leave, which she did for a really long time.
I got another one for you, Nicci. So the dance team had a successful season this year. How do you build on that success, and what are some short and long-term goals you have for the program?
Well, I think it's lucky that, which doesn't happen often in a coaching world, I already know the other coaches very well. There is a very deep trust there with all of us, and it stemmed from dancing and performing and competing together. And that was a genuine trust that really just built over the last 10 years. So I think the success of the team coming from that coaching staff, just joining that already adds success to it. I cannot think of a better team to join, by the way. But I also know that changing the identity of the Siena cheer and dance to just Siena dance is something that's been really important to the team for a long time. And I don't think that that's going to reduce the relationship that we have with cheer, but they can create their own identity, they can train together, they can strengthen together, and they can be known as Siena Heights Dance instead of just Siena Heights Cheer and Dance. So I think that just that change is going to create a little more success, a little more momentum and confidence in them. And I really think that both teams have been creating that for a while. And I think that we're all on the same page with our short-term goal as working together to really create those identities between the two. I would like to, wishful thinking, but I'm very confident, I would like to double the size of the team. I think with sideline and competitive, we can have a really healthy team. And I definitely want to see sideline going to away games as well and having the capacity to do that. And I do want to, of course, we want national championships. I went to nationals several times and it is a great experience. I'm going to put that in the short term and I'm going to put it in the long term because it might take us a little bit of building to really get to that point. Most importantly for short term, I know we lost some really strong seniors and I think it's going to be important for us to find new leadership that are coming up and really create that sense of community, that leadership, that peer mentor within the team because it doesn't all come from coaches and we know that. So those are my short-term, long-term goals as of now. They will probably change, increase, add as we go forward.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nicci, can you talk a little bit about your coaching philosophy and how it fits with the mission of Siena Heights?
Yes. Okay, so I coach little minis, 7 to 8-year-olds, and you would think that it'd be very, very different than coming in and coaching collegiate-aged students, and it's not. They all want the same thing. They just want to be heard. They want honesty. My values are trust, honesty, purpose, commitment, and you heard some of the Siena values in there. I think I learned them when I was here, actually. But I think that the important thing is establishing that trust. I can teach them to turn, I can teach them to perform, I can teach them to be confident, but if they don't trust me, they're not willing to learn from me. I think that instilling those, and I can't preach that to them, I can't tell them they should be confident, they have to see that in me. And so I want to be what I'm preaching and coaching to them. And so those are my values, and those are the techniques that I hope to bring to the team.
All right, so what is your strategy when it comes to like recruiting, and then what kind of dancers are you looking for in the future?
Well, Siena taught me how to recruit. I grew up in the admissions office, and the one thing that Siena was really good about was making sure that you're finding students that are the right fit. And it was always about the right fit, right? I can't hear that enough. But it's so true because it's also true in athletics. You have to make sure that they're a good fit for you and you're a good fit for them. And if they have a choice between 3 different coaches, they're going to gravitate towards the team where they feel that bond and that strength and that fit. So I think that the trust is a very big one, making sure you're a fit. Honestly, what I'm looking for, I want technique and I want energy. Of course I do. We all want that for our competitive and sideline team. But I want heart because I know firsthand from experience and from seeing it, how much heart and determination can change the dynamic of a team. The momentum that you get from that, the energy that you get from that, especially during competitive when you're getting up at 6 a.m. and you're exhausted and you're pushed to your limit, that heart is what keeps you going. And if they all have that, that team is unstoppable. So I really want to see those pieces. And everything else is teachable, but heart and determination, they have to come with it.
Anyone have any other questions? Okay, awesome. Thank you, everyone.